Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this College Football Playoff gets underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Edwards. Lets it go quickly. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. It was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Defense all over that play. They stopped him. He did not get the first down. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. Looking right. This one caught. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down attempt. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He pulls in the catch. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more pop.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's DeMarco. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Alabama 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris, and he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Edwards. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll try to run for the first down. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Escapes. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Edwards. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. No problem, knocks it right through. And they've regained the lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Great. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory.
4th down coming up.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it from the gun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Now they'll run a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play. to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, they had a month to get ready for this pitch-and-catch Commonwealth playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
Their playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And they've got the returner corralled. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Goes to his right side there for the completion. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On first and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Back to throw. It's Edwards. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Fighting off the defender.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And it's complete downfield.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. But a quick stop for the defense. Gain just 2, so it's third and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And tackled there by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Ball carrier running through tackles. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Ohio State 28, Alabama 20.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down. Looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the 1st. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The O-line still keeping him protected. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. If this offense faces a 2nd and 15, the O-line needs to regroup.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
Man, that is how you prevent an offense from punching it in when they get inside the 10-yard line. That is back-to-back sacks for this defense near the goal line.
He missed it. Field goal, no good. And the miss leaves it an 8-point margin.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Get some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
35, Alabama, 20.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they heave it deep downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Out past the 30. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played